The story begins at the end of the Dvapara Yuga. The battlefield of Kurukshetra still bears the scars of the great Mahabharata war. Millions lie dead, and the scent of blood still lingers in the air. Yet from this destruction rises a new dawn. In Hastinapura, the righteous king Yudhishthira has ascended the throne. But his heart is heavy. Despite winning the war, his soul is burdened by the deaths of so many friends, cousins, teachers, and brothers in arms. He wonders, was this war truly righteous? His grief turns to guilt. So Yudhishthira, along with his brothers, the mighty Bhima, the valiant Arjuna, the wise Nakula, and the graceful Sahadeva, seeks counsel from none other than Bhishma Pitama, who lies on his bed of arrows. The sun blazes down on the battlefield where Bhishma rests, waiting for Uttarayana, the auspicious moment of the sun's northern journey, to leave his mortal body. Bhishma, despite the pain, is serene. He speaks of dharma, of life, duty, justice, devotion, and detachment. His voice is faint but powerful. Even Lord Krishna, the charioteer, the guide, the incarnation of Vishnu, is present, listening in reverence. As the sun shifts, Bhishma smiles, chanting Krishna's names, and breathes his last. The earth falls silent. Even the winds pause to honor the great soul's departure. With his mission on earth fulfilled, Krishna prepares to return to Dwarka. The Pandavas and their kin bid him farewell with tearful eyes. As his golden chariot rolls out of Hastinapura, the sky turns hues of orange and purple. The conch shells blow in the distance. Krishna turns once, his eyes meeting Arjuna's, a silent promise of protection. But dark clouds gather. Far away in a quiet forest, the wrathful Ashwatthama, son of Dronacharya, burns with revenge. His pride wounded, he sneaks into the Pandava camp at night. In a cowardly act, he murders the sleeping sons of Pandava, speaking for Pandavas, blood wails echo. Arjuna, enraged, chases Ashwatthama and subdues him. Yet, in a moment of mercy, spares his life, but not without stripping him of the iron chain. Ashwatthama, not done with his hate, releases a Brahmastra, targeting the womb of Uttara, Arjuna's daughter, to end the Pandava lineage. She runs, terrified, falling before Krishna. "Protect my child, O Lord," she pleads. Krishna, with a gentle smile, enters the room instantly. Inside the dark sanctuary of the room, the child sees a luminous form, a four-armed being radiating golden light, holding a conch, discus, mace, and lotus. The Brahmastra disintegrates. The child is saved. That child would later be known as Parikshith, the one who has been tested. The departure of the Pandavas' time passes. Krishna eventually leaves the world. The Yadava clan destroys itself in civil war, fulfilling the curse of Gandhari. Krishna's departure marks the end of Dvapara Yuga and the beginning of Kali Yuga, an age of darkness and moral decline. The Pandavas, now old and weary, entrust the throne to Parikshith, still a young but noble king. With hearts full of Krishna's name, the five brothers and Draupadi renounce the world. They walk north, toward the Himalayas, seeking liberation. One by one, they fall on the journey, each representing a human flaw: pride, anger, vanity. Only Yudhishthira reaches the peak, accompanied by a faithful dog, who turns out to be Dharma himself, testing his resolve. Now we shift to the sacred forest of Naimisharanya, where thousands of sages have gathered. The wise Shaunaka asks the storyteller Suta Goswami, "In these dark times of Kali Yuga, how shall we find truth, peace, and divine light?" Suta, his eyes glowing with devotion, begins narrating the Srimad Bhagavatam. When Krishna, the Supreme Being, returned to his eternal abode, Dharma and knowledge followed him. But in this scripture, the Bhagavata Purana, Krishna resides eternally in the form of his stories, his glories, and his pure devotees. The first canto ends with a powerful promise. He who hears or reads these divine stories with devotion, even once, will have his heart cleansed, his mind uplifted, and his soul drawn to Krishna. As Suta speaks, the forest glows in golden light. The sages close their eyes. The sound of the name Narayana, Narayana, echoes like a sweet river flowing through the soul. Thus begins the Bhagavata Purana, not just a scripture, but a portal to the divine. It is not merely a story, it is the